Hello, welcome everyone. Start of another new game. Not a lot of new games this week, but we're starting Nexus, the Jupiter Incident. This is a space RTS real-time tactics game from way back in 2004, but I think it still holds up quite nicely, actually. You'll see when we get in. First, though, we have a little intro to watch. Some of these older games only have their intros stuck at the very start, so you can't actually see it until you only see it when you start the game first, but luckily I've got a little file prepared. Yeah, so 2004, this was released by a Hungarian developer called Mithis. I think it's their only game.
Who is Richard Cromwell? He is history itself.
2004 crispy.
The first human born in outer space. His birth marked the end of the golden age of space exploration. The new age came to be known as the colonization era. The moon colony was established, and not long after, the first murder in space took place. In the AI wars, Earth's economy collapsed. Entire continents were left without energy and information. A planet-wide ban on artificial intelligences was put in place. At just 10 years old,
8
the
years
legendary Richard Cromwell signed the Earth
war
Sector
for
Convention.
AI revolution.
One boy symbolizing an entire people's aspiration towards a civilized, peaceful future. Who was Richard Cromwell? He was my father. On the day I was born, he bought an Orbital Limited bond in my name. Today, it's worth 13,000 times its original value. The year was 2067, the year we discovered the wormhole. My father was appointed captain of Noah's Ark. To this day, I cannot forget the awe that ship inspired.
Other than the faces, I think the cinematic kind of holds up
when I was 10. It was around that time that I decided I wanted to become an astronaut. I gained a dream, but lost a father. Once I graduated from the academy, I signed up with the Federation fleet. As it turned out, I joined at the worst possible time. OSEC, Orbital Limited, Aerospace, one after the other, the colonies of the mega corporations seceded. At the academy, we could see where it was all heading. It was a strange war. People killing each other, took all the money they'd earned and spent it together. The area around Mars became a battleground.
I never quite understood that.
It was not our war. We were no more than foot soldiers.
Earning money together and killing each other.
Outer space is a calm place.
Or that one. That seems like a bit of a non sequitur.
My ship was hit in an encounter near Phobos, and for 10 Earth years I orbited the red planet in a cloud of space debris. Below me, the Martian war was raging. I could only stare, my eyes frozen to glass. That they finally found me is nothing short of a miracle. They rescued me and reanimated me. No one seemed to care which side I'd been fighting on.
And the wonderful subtitle work with that white text on white background. I think that's
the whole of space has
what the
changed.
black bars are usually for now, right?
The ISA has little authority
And
beyond the
aspect
orbit
ratio.
of the moon. Corporate fleets and illegal AIs control the outer solar system. With the boom in colonization, there aren't enough experienced captains to meet the demand. Space Tech made me an offer. I took it.
There. So some backstory there. This is a fairly hard sci-fi setting. It doesn't quite translate to gameplay. We'll see. Let's just go in on that. We're just gonna do experienced. Last time I played this, I think it was only
Marcus Cromwell, Captain's
on
Log,
beginner.
0309-2111. We have left Earth Sector. Our destination is Jupiter. We face a journey of almost 8 months. On the way, we're picking up 2 Space Tech cargo ships. They're waiting in orbit around the moon. I have been assigned as the leader of the convoy. 0509-2111. The 2 cargo ships have joined us. Their crews are minimal, but the 2 captains could talk the rivets out of a bulkhead. It's going to be a long 8 months. Fortunately, the Stiletto's 12th sister ship, the ISF Hawking, will be joining us. It's sailing under the ISA flag, but the captain, Francis DeLorean, is an old friend of mine. 0712-2111. I joined the firm 3 years ago. So much has happened since then. The Mars quarantine, the Sirius crisis. I wonder if this mission will be remembered as the Jupiter incident.
Oh, they said the name. They said the name of the game. They did the thing. And I realize the audio might be a bit loud,
2312-2111.
so I'll adjust that.
Like an
here in
early
a
Christmas
second.
gift, the Hawking finally arrived, 2 days behind schedule. Francis hasn't changed. It's good to see the old man again. Oh 0402-2112. It seems I was tempting fate. This mission may yet be known as the Jupiter incident.
Stop that.
Space Tech's spy satellites are broadcasting some alarming pictures. The Kisaki Syndicate's recent activities have generated a lot of attention.
Real big
I
homeworld
suspect it's
vibes
no accident
from
that
that shot.
Francis is on his way there. It's reassuring to have the ISA on our side. Oh 0103-2112. The final briefing has arrived. Mission template, reconnaissance, espionage. The Kisaki Syndicate's technological prowess has the megacorporations running scared. According to our intelligence, the source of their revolutionary advances is the Shokenja research station in Jupiter sector. Our task is going to involve surveillance of the station. It may even extend to sabotage or a hostile incursion, if those are our orders. Every corporation in existence would love to pry into the Syndicate's research data. The situation is tense. A confrontation is almost inevitable.
An incident, you could say?
2004-2112. We have arrived at Jupiter sector and will soon reach Europa. The convoy is heading towards the twin stations Sunflower and Michelangelo. We're receiving a code red from the base. It entails the highest level of corporate security measures.
Oh boy. So it begins. As they really like to say, the Jupiter incident, perhaps. There is a slight issue with the audio.
Michelangelo Station hailing convoy TTC 24/7. You have reached the arrival zone. Welcome to Jupiter Sector.
Thank you, Michelangelo. Convoy dismissed. I'm handing the ships over to you.
I can't believe I'm speaking with the Captain Cromwell. They're all talking about you back at the station, sir. It's not often we get celebrities out here. Did you have a pleasant flight?
Pleasant? That's not the word I'd use. The most exciting thing to happen in 8 months was the toilet backing up.
Right, okay, so here we are. We just have some tutorial things. I already played through this mission to
I have
test audio
transmitted the
levels and
coordinates to
whatnot.
each of the ships. Please stand by in the designated navigation area. Stay clear of the asteroids. We're on a level 2 alert. Minefields are active. I repeat, minefields are active.
Michelangelo, we've got a code red.
Yes, Captain, I know. We had an accident a few days ago that left 4 people dead, so the check-in protocols have been stepped up. The Sunflower is ready to receive you.
Alright, that's just telling me about camera focus.
Hawking to Stiletto. We're leaving the convoy and continuing our voyage to the ISA base. It's been a pleasure traveling with you, Marcus. Dock with us next time you're in the neighborhood. I'll be more than happy to give you a rematch. Maybe by then you'll have exhausted the last of your lucky streak.
I might just take you up on that, Francis. Don't get your hopes up about the rematch, though. Strategos is all about strength of tactics. Luck doesn't come into it.
We shall see, Captain. Until next time, Hawking out.
Goodbye, Hawking.
Whale to Stiletto. Thanks for the escort, Captain. Traveling with you was truly an honor. May our paths cross again soon.
Stiletto, approach the designated nav point.
Okay, now we can actually
Understood.
get a move on here. Yes, let me adjust the audio here real quick. That should be a bit better. I did some testing beforehand, but I guess I didn't check the cinematic
Hey, Frank.
volume.
Heading for the Sunflower. See you in the canteen next week.
Copy that. We can shoot the breeze over a couple of drinks. Maybe this time you'll stay sober enough to hold a conversation.
Damn it, Frank, not over the radio. Or shall we discuss the time you challenged that lieutenant to a drinking contest and wound up stripping down to your luminescent frog shorts?
Okay. We'll talk about it face to face. Snail out.
Yeah, so, made in 2004, this game actually looks pretty nice. I mean, the aesthetics help a lot. I do really like this, you know, blocky, hard sci-fi kind of look, especially this rotational or centrifugal gravity generator. You know, rotational gravity. You know, there's no fancy grab plating or anything like that. And, yeah, some big thrusters on the front here. If you, instead of just, you know, single axes, you actually have, you know, engines on the front so you can stop, you know, efficiently. I don't think the gameplay actually follows Newtonian physics. I think that's just there for looks, but it, you know, does a nice little job, you know, conveying the kind of atmosphere they want.
Fighters have arrived.
Sunflower Patrol calling Stiletto. Do you read us? Please confirm.
Man, look at that mustache.
Encoding okay, we are receiving your patrol.
Attention, Stiletto. The minefield protecting the Sunflower is active. We are escorting you in. Copy that, Stiletto?
Copy that, patrol.
You can start off now. We're going to catch up.
And yeah, you might notice voice acting in this game is actually pretty good for being like a budget studio put this together. There's actually a line in one of the later missions that I can still remember despite having only played this like 10, 12 years ago.
Stiletto, hold your position. We have reached the minefield.
Understood.
In position.
It's a very British voice acting too. You'll hear a lot of lieutenants and schedules, and betas and zetas rather than beta or zeta. Well, that's just part of the charm.
Wait here until the Sunflower deactivates the mines. Deactivation Mission completed. You may head for the Sunflower now.
Like we can even switch cameras to follow the fighters like this, like
Stiletto.
real homeworld
Copy that,
vibes.
Patrol. Affirmative.
Yeah, let's get a move on.
Boy, what a day to be on patrol. The company has built at least 50 Stiletto-class vessels, and this was the first. It's like the big granddaddy of them all.
You're a pilot's pilot. Have you ever served on a Stiletto-class corvette?
No, sir. We only have 2 light corvettes in the sector. Huh, Captain? Sir, aren't you the Marcus Cromwell?
Feel free to come over when you're through with your duties. I'll have someone show you around.
Thank you, sir. I'll do that, sir. Sir, may I invite you for a drink in the canteen? I'd be honored to meet the great Marcus Cromwell in person. I mean, if you have time, sir. That is, I don't mean to impose, sir. It's just...
With pleasure. I started as a fighter pilot myself.
Affirmative.
Wait, hold on. Do you hear that?
Yes, sir.
That affirmative?
Aye, aye, sir.
Or, let's hear it.
Understood. Yes, sir.
Come on.
Understood.
Where is it?
Understood. Aye, aye, sir.
Ah, he's not doing it.
Understood.
One more time.
Aye, aye, sir.
Ah, that affirmative, it sounded almost exactly like the
Stiletto.
Soviet
One of the
infantry
mines
from
didn't activate
Command and
properly.
Conquer.
I've marked it for you. Get the hell out of there.
In position.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Soviet infantry voice. It almost sounds...
Understood.
Ah, if I can get him to say it again, but... It's not cooperating. Can we actually see what this mine is? No, that's just a marker.
All right. I've managed to deactivate it. Crisis averted. You can continue to the base. Be cool, people.
That guy's a real Fonzie, isn't he? Be cool. Yeah. Nexus is a... I guess you would call it an RTS, but there's no like base building or anything in it. It's more of a real-time tactics kind of deal. It's got... It's also a bit of a slower game, as you're seeing, especially these early missions. But this is just set up, mostly. So... there's not... I'm gonna have some trouble filling out... I mean, you can probably tell, right?
Affirmative.
Struggling to find topics to... something to speak about, talk about. And, well, nerves also not helping. You know, I'm still in that starting
Calling
stream
Sunflower.
jitters
Thanks for warning us.
period.
What's the latest news?
Due to the events on Mars, the corporation introduced a global embargo against aerospace, but the sector remains calm, sir. A Longsword-class heavy corvette arrived at OSEC. The Rockets won the spring championship on Earth. That's all.
I see. Can you link me up with Colonel Finn? I'm requesting an encoded channel.
Of course, sir. One moment, please.
Understood.
It's a very uneventful, what was it, like 8 months?
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh yeah, the audio issue that I was talking about is once you get a little bit too close, I won't zoom in any further, but if you zoom in all the way, there's a very loud humming coming from the ship. I've tried adjusting like the sound effects volume slider, everything, nothing seems to affect it. It's either on 100% or off entirely, which also turns off all the other sound effects. So I'll try not to zoom in too close, but if it does happen, know that it's not intentional. I did try to balance it, but it just wasn't cooperating.
Understood.
So this asteroid base is looking a little bit aged, but the ships look nice at least. It's mostly just the repeating textures on the rock.
This is Colonel Finn. Greetings, Cromwell. I'm glad you made it here in one piece. We've been expecting you.
There we go. Easy first little tutorial mission. This is another aspect of this game that I find really neat. These briefings, you'll see them. Apparently all the stellar objects here do actually have a fully modeled orbital path. I'm not sure for what purpose.
The Sultanos like that have installed the espionage satellites you delivered a few days ago. The results are rather promising. The radius of the sensors has increased significantly. One of them has already provided us with some very useful information. We have managed to locate and identify the Ronin cargo ship of the Kisaki Syndicate. It is flying directly towards the Shukenja base. It won't stop at the Michelangelo.
I wouldn't think they would.
Captain, your task is to meet with the ship at the given coordinates, then to investigate her cargo. Reports show that the Ronin is not armed with military-grade weaponry, and no escort ships have been detected.
It should be a completely uneventful mission then, right? So yeah, like we have this entire like briefing section here, and we can actually zoom all the way out to the whole solar system. This is a lot of work put in for something I'm not really sure what the purpose of it is. I mean, you can even like zoom all the way in on, you know, all the other planets. Where's Earth? Lens flare. Anyway, yeah, let's actually get this going here. Let's just continue right on. Oh, there it is, that rumble I mentioned. It only happens when you're zoomed right close to it, so it hopefully shouldn't happen too often.
We are approaching the position indicated by the probe. The Ronin should appear on our sensors at any moment.
Alright, so yeah, we have the tactical simulation in Nexus is actually quite detailed. We do have emissions that we have to monitor and control.
We detected
You know, the
an
more
object.
energy,
It may be the Ronin, but we have not identified it yet. Aye, aye, sir.
the more energy we're outputting through our active sensors, systems enabled, the easier we are to detect, and the easier the enemy will be detected if they're running hot or running loud, I guess. So yeah, that's a neat little addition to the formula. It's not going to play much of a role in these early missions, I don't think.
Sir, we have detected a second object. The Ronin is not alone. Affirmative.
Let's get some scan data on that if we can. We can't quite see what these are yet, or we can't zoom up to them because they're still unknown. We can only, you know, visually identify known objects, but I mean, we could use this wonderful camera zoom here to get a little bit of a better picture. I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm just going to let the
object has
game
been verified as the Ronin.
play out. Just a cheeky little preview
Put it
there.
on screen. Yes, sir.
Is it launching shuttles? Or
The unknown ship has broadcast its ID. It appears to be the Kisaki freighter Bihamosu, the Ronin's sister ship. We're detecting a strange energy pattern. If it's a container tug, it's carrying something very unusual.
that doesn't look like a container tug.
It can't be. Sir, this is no cargo freighter.
It's a very mysterious looking ship. Very unlike anything that we've
Its energy
seen.
levels are rising exponentially.
Our sensors are scrambled.
Just generic scientist man on board, apparently.
Don't lose your head, analyze it.
It's a space drive, sir. It seems to be based on principles I don't even... Captain, this is impossible. We cannot... I mean, technology like this simply cannot exist.
Well, it looks like someone forgot to tell the Kisaki that. Continue to pursue the Ronin. We have to know more about this. Cargo carrier Ronin, this is the Stiletto Military Patrol. Stop immediately.
Stiletto, this is the Ronin. Keep your distance. This is private business.
The Sector Earth Treaty formally prescribes the transportation of contraband. According to paragraph 28, clause C, we have the right to inspect your cargo base. Stop immediately. It is an offense to obstruct an inspection.
You have no right to inspect us. Any attempt to do so will be considered an act of piracy. Are you prepared to risk an armed conflict between our two corporations, Stiletto?
Halt immediately or we will open fire.
I don't think this guy can run away from us.
Slowing down. Should we give them a wake-up call? Affirmative.
Alright, let's send some warning shots. Jesus, we're trying to kill him. You figured to put some shots across the bow, not plow into the central hall. Can we... Is that message clear? Or, man, they really don't want to give up. And we might see this in a second here, but we actually have, like, the location of the turrets on our ships and whatnot, and our facing and heading towards the enemy matters, determining...
We surrender.
I'm glad you've changed your minds. Prepare to receive the inspection team.
We will not permit you to board. We'll blow your commando ferry out of the sky.
We'll see, Ronin.
Yeah, the aspect of which we're approaching actually matters to determine how many guns we can actually get on target and how effective they are.
Understood.
Alright, can we... I was gonna say, can we...
The Ronin is
Just
equipped
waiting
with a
for the
flank
next
cannon. We cannot deploy
leg.
commandos while it is active.
Okay, there they are.
Yes, sir.
Right, so yeah, we do have multiple different types of attacks we can perform against enemies. We can either just go after their hull, or we could be more surgical and disable select devices. You know, shut them down, target their engines, stop them from moving, take out their weapons, or just take out their power generation capability, which is the primary balancing factor in combat, is how much actual power you have available to all your systems. There, now you notice that we actually have two lasers firing pretty consistently. That's just because we didn't have the proper aspect to get both of them, you know, firing, you know, consistently.
Target device disabled.
And before, or now that we're in range, we can, you know, get some accurate, effective fire on there. So that's a neat addition too. It's not just a health bar. I mean, they do have health bars, but there's more,
Sir, the flak cannon
you know,
has been
consideration
destroyed.
to it.
The Ronin is deploying fighters. How many weapons has this damn freighter got? Sir, they're targeting our flak cannon. They are going to destroy it.
What are they targeting? Oh god, sorry. Gotta remember not to zoom in so close.
Warning. Our squadrons are under attack.
And appropriately, these fighters are barely visible compared to the size of our own ship. That's another nice little touch. Of course, we could just zoom in here and have a look at it. We can't actually control the camera in this mode, though, so it's just we're along for the ride here.
Warning. Weapon disabled.
Okay, they did get our flak cannon destroyed, but our own fighters are taking care of theirs. In fact, let's watch them. Yeah, can you imagine how difficult it would be to actually perform, or, you know, do a dogfight in space with Newtonian physics like this? You're just sliding everywhere. Your direction of travel has absolutely no bearing on your... Or rather, your facing has almost no bearing on your direction of travel. You know, it's a good thing that these lasers appear to have some sort of, I guess, gimbal mount They don't have to be dead on, they're not fixed.
Enemy squadron destroyed.
Okay.
Captain, we can now safely deploy our commandos. Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, did I tell him?
Yes, sir.
Just hold position then.
Commandos dispatched.
There we go, there's a commando boat going in. Thought I told these guys to hold fire.
Yes, sir. Commando to Stiletto. Moving towards cargo area. Resistance is low. We've entered the cargo area. Modular building materials, 2 portable labs. Looking for the containers. Yes, sir. Sir, I think we've hit the jackpot.
What do you see, soldier?
Aside from a cache of illegal weapons, no surprises there, they carry large amounts of highly unusual equipment. Far more than a research station would ever need. We've found containers made from an alloy I've never seen before. They seem to disperse energy rays. Our scans can't penetrate them. As far as I'm aware, no material can do that.
Bring back everything you can.
Yes, sir.
Target device disabled.
We've already collected samples, sir. Commando out.
Our commandos are returning.
I have no idea why I'm actually firing my laser guns again. Or no, that's them. They're shooting at us.
Understood.
Okay, let's take out theirs then.
Mission complete, sir. Shall we depart?
Permission granted. Let's head for the Sunflower.
Copy that, sir.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Just gonna leave that there. Okay, what's this mission briefing? Did I... okay, there's not really any information there that we missed here. I'm just gonna skim over this. I'm not gonna do too much reading, I think. Some diplomatic problems, as expected. I mean, we did board and seize their ship and crash their little research party. A ship of alien origin, so we're definitely calling it alien origin and not some, you know, advanced piece of Kisaki tech. Alright, what do we got next? We're heading back to the Sunflower. Back up to Code Red.
Captain, we are picking up an SOS signal from the Kisaki base. I'm sure you realize this presents us with a unique opportunity. The Sector Earth Treaty permits rescue teams to enter private territories. Your task is to get a relief team into the base. Other firms have responded to the distress call, so be prepared for contact. It is imperative that our team be the first to reach the station. Use any means necessary to achieve your objective. I repeat, any means, Captain. We're giving you a free hand.
Okay, we're going to use some legal loopholes to get a commando team on board that station, I'm guessing. There's one more thing we can do in this strategic screen, is we can actually take a look at our fleet. Right now we only have the Stiletto. We're going to get more, probably. There's there's a little character bio here. We're not going to bother going through all this. We also have... There's a bit of a... I think... I don't want to say there's a bit of like an RPG aspect to it. I don't think you like level up characters or whatnot, but there's a decent cast. But the more important thing in this screen is this configuration menu. Once we get equipment and whatnot, we can actually change how our ships are fit. Change them based on the mission parameters, or just you know, what we feel is best. We don't have any options yet, but we'll get into that soon, from what I remember.
The asteroids are blocking our sensors. We can't see the other ships.
Use the active sensors. I don't want to fly straight into a trap.
Copy that. Sir, we're picking up energy signals. Their source is very close. They seem to indicate that a battle is taking place.
Alright, let's get in there. As soon as a cutscene lets me. A very atmospheric game, I would describe it as.
Warning. Enemy ship identified. Enemy ship found. Unknown object detected.
Yes, sir.
Marcus, old friend. You're a sight for sore eyes. As an ally of the ISA, you must help us. Together, we have a chance. It's Francis. He's on the run from 2 longswords.
Selecto! Do not interfere! If you fail to comply, we will open fire!
I don't think we have a choice in this matter here.
Sir, the Dangerous is turning towards us. Understood. Aye, aye, sir.
Alright, so we apparently have some, I'm guessing with these tornado missiles are their artillery class weapon that we can fire here. Missiles cause damage over huge area, so we have a big area of effect weapon.
Aye,
Let's
aye,
target
sir.
the Dangerous. Alright, we've got a missile coming out. And they're trying to intercept it with their flak. Oh, that looked very effective. Got some good hits on that by the looks of it. I don't think we have limited ammunition for that.
Affirmative.
We probably actually want to get closer. I know it's said to use the missiles, but we want to get closer and disable their weapons so we can, you know, save the Hawking if we
Affirmative.
can. It is taking a bit of a beating.
Warning. We are under attack.
Alright, what's the Dangerous? Alright, let's get that laser targeted.
Affirmative.
You know, if you can prevent them from taking out our systems, you know, so much better. In fact, we should be able to launch some fighters, although we might want to hold off on that. You know, we might need to intercept some commando boats or whatnot. Well, their flak gun is also still up, so we probably don't want to send our fighters into that. We're taking a little bit of damage on our primary guns here. Let's see, what is this? Okay, so yeah, we have our energy management, or our power management screen here. I'm kind of obscuring a little bit of it. So, maybe I want to...
Target device.
Actually, okay, we do have limited ammo here. We've got 1 missile left. We have a little pop-up menu here. Alright. Anyway, under my head is like a power management, or like a power bar, speed, and I guess range. Yeah, so that's not too important. I think we're okay. Alright, that laser's done. Let's get the...
Marcus, we can't take any more punishment. We're evacuating.
Uh-oh.
We'll make for your ship.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we should target the Hawking instead. Not the Hawking. The Invulnerable.
I'll take command of the Hawking's remaining fighters.
So, like I said when we started this, I've only ever played this on beginner, and it was like 10 years, so we're doing this on experienced. I have no idea how this is going to go. I've heard that it's
Warning. Our
a bit of a
fortresses are
difficult
under
game,
attack.
or it can be difficult. Okay, well, the Hawking's no longer in the fight, so let's just
Affirmative.
focus on the dangers, try to get that down. Rather than switching targets to the Invulnerable. Is it still
We've arrived.
distance out?
Without your support, we would never have survived. My crew and I thank you.
Don't mention it. You'd have done the same.
Although we are getting kind of banged up here. You can actually see damage marks on the hull. That's something I never noticed. At least I never remember noticing it. Alright, let's just get this hull down. It should be close to failing, hopefully. And we do only have a single, you know, hull weapon, it looks like. If we can stay away from the invulnerable here, let's go. Let's get the runaway posture. I don't know what to call it. Let's run away from the invulnerable, and hopefully the dangerous will stay in weapon range. You know, deal with one target at a time here. Okay, we're out of range here too, so let's come back in. I think if you were actually fast enough, you might have been able to save the Hawking.
Target ship is being evacuated.
Good, okay, now let's switch. It looks like our flak gun is opening up on the enemy life pods. Let's not do that. Let's set this to defensive.
Aye, aye, sir. Understood.
Enemy commandos destroyed.
You know, we're not here to commit war crimes, so how's my systems going? My support generator is taking some damage here. Get priority repairs on that going. In fact, let's focus on that laser gun, get that down. We could try... We might be faster than them, so we could try to get some range and launch our last missile. Or we might want to hold on to it in case something else comes along, like the... you know, in case OSF here have some reinforcements coming.
Target device disabled.
Okay, that's both their lasers gone. Well, they're not destroyed entirely. They're just disabled. They are slowly repairing it, as you can see. So, let's just get their hull down now. Looks like they're mostly targeting our flak cannon. We can turn our sensors off. We don't need the power going to that. We got good info. I'm just wondering if this power management panel actually has any effect right now. Because I think we need like batteries equipped to our ship for that. I don't think we have any. I think we're just running off our main generator.
Aye, aye, sir.
Is this almost done being... Is it about to be evacuated? The health bar looks pretty low. There we go. Oh, that was it. We could have fired off our missile there. So, we got the Hawking counts as lost. Unrecoverable? Yeah, secondary objective was to save the Hawking. So, I'm not going to restart to try and do that. We're just going to continue on. We're going to plow forward. So, defeat of OSEC ships might have been a waste of time. Very important step towards combating corruption. I guess OSEC is a corrupt corporation? Yeah, it would have been nice to have the Hawking with us, but that's how battles go sometimes. I probably could have been faster to target the invulnerable instead of the dangerous. Alright, now we gotta find the station and board it.
We have arrived at the designated region, sir. We are unable to detect the base. Our long-range sensors are scrambled.
The asteroids are jamming them. Calibrating trace pattern now. Trace pattern ready. I am uploading the coordinates.
Affirmative.
Alright, looks like we got a standard search grid here. That
Aye, aye, sir.
we're close to 1. Should we just go from 1 to 4? Do a crisscross, or should we do the box?
I have detected energy traces, most likely from a battle, source unknown. I am picking up molecule-sized remnants of some kind of casing.
We have located a broken piece of drive mask. It belongs to a Corvette-sized ship. We cannot detect any other wreckage. Understood. Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, so we got evidence of a battle. I'm surprised our sensors were able to pick up molecule-sized remnants, but we can't pick up the station itself. Oh, maybe we bumped into them.
We intercepted a short segment of an emergency signal. We lost the broadcast a short time afterwards. Our sensors are going crazy, sir.
Captain, we don't have much time. Let's follow the navigation points.
Understood.
Does he want me to go to 2 first, rather than skip all the way to 4? I mean, that seems logical, right? Alright, let's just follow the order here. Let's not be fancy.
We've detected the station, sir. It seems intact, but it's not responding to our hails.
Captain, please, we need to hurry. More ships may be lurking nearby. If someone else gets there first, the loss to our scientists will be incalculable.
Automatic message. You have entered the private property of the Kisaki Syndicate. Leave immediately, or we will open fire.
We have detected a platform, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to destroy this. Missiles and heavy artillery, so let's get close. Okay, and I can set the range I want to be to targets.
We have identified a weak emergency signal. Its source is the Syndicate's asteroid tug, the Ashigaru.
We've no time to pick through Rex. The base is more important now.
But sir, the log registered that we received an emergency signal. According to the Earth Sector Treaty, we are obliged to help. May I recommend?
Forget it, Lieutenant. More lives are at risk aboard the station.
Unknown
The broadcast signal of the tug is very weak, sir. I doubt that anyone else will have picked it up. I suggest that we approach the tug and send a rescue team over. Awaiting your orders, sir.
detected.
More platforms, sir.
Let's get that tug rescued. There's a lot of platforms. Can we just send this commando team over right away, or is that too dangerous, you think? Because if we lose them, we will have to restart this mission.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Understood.
Okay, we got missiles incoming.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Let's get that. Okay, our flak cannon is...
Commandos dispatched.
Okay, that was a big hit. Luckily, the commando tug, or freight shuttle, I guess is appropriate, didn't get hit in the blast. That would have been very unfortunate timing. We did take quite the hit there from that, so we got 1 missile left. We want to spend that on a platform.
Commando to Captain. We're moving in.
Alright, what's the closest one? That's 22.
This barge is taking a beating. No survivors yet. Continue our search.
No. This way.
Understood.
Alright, let's get moving towards these platforms. Our commandos can catch up with us. They're faster.
Commando to Captain. We've found a survivor. I repeat, we have found a single survivor. He's trapped beneath debris. Proceeding to free him.
Warning. Incoming missile.
This is not going to go well for us, I think. Can we get fighters?
Warning. Incoming missile.
You think fighters can
Our
shoot down?
commandos are returning.
Oh, we got it. Good, good. Let's see, guard. No, dependent from missiles. Alright, let's get a fighter wing out here. Help us with those missiles coming in. Because they do way too much damage to take more. I think they could very easily kill us. We're just gonna keep one... keep one squadron in reserve.
Sir. The survivor is asking to talk to you.
Captain, I am Yori Karumoto, flight engineer of the Ashigaru asteroid tug. The station's defense system started shooting at us. I fear it is malfunctioning. Please be very careful.
Tell me more about this defense system.
The station is protected by concealed weapon platforms. All I know about the inner ring is that it's designed to prevent incursions by enemy fighters.
Object.
The platforms of the outer ring are mounted with missiles and military-grade mass-drive guns. I can provide you with their coordinates. The platforms are automated, sir. When they are activated, they fire at everything that moves. They can be disabled with a specially ciphered transmitter, but only Syndicate battleships and the station itself are equipped with such devices.
Sir, our analysis has found a weak point on the defensive ring. If we approach from the direction of that asteroid ring next to the station, we can use the asteroids as cover. Only one platform protects the area. Navigation-wise, it'll be tough, but not impossible. Aye, aye, sir.
Alright. Can we find a battleship remnant somewhere?
Warning. Incoming missile.
Well, whatever we do, we want to
Yes, sir.
do this fast.
Warning. Incoming missile.
And I just pulled the fighters back because I didn't want them getting shot by
Warning. Incoming
the inner
missile.
turrets once we got in there. How many missiles is that, or is that just...
Incoming missile.
Okay, we got that one.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Oh, there it is.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Our flak is being decently accurate. I think that's 50% interception rate right now. Although, I mean, it looks like we're getting pretty close to this. We can just head to the station,
Enemy
surely.
platform found. Warning. We are under attack.
Weak point, it says. But, I think we might have approached from the wrong angle.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Understood.
Warning. Incoming missile. Warning.
Can we hit it?
Incoming missile.
Nope.
Support energy low.
That's bad.
Device
We're
powering
taking a
down. Warning.
pretty big pounding here.
Sir, we have identified a severely damaged Kisaki battleship. According to our recon data, it's the corvette Bushi. It seems that she was also attacked by the platforms. Yes, sir.
Alright, let's head to the... Oh god, that's through the turrets. And you may have noticed I'm not, like, routing... I'm not making waypoints around just in space. I don't think you can. If there is a way, I'm not sure exactly how. You can only go to or away from, you know, identified targets. But if we're in range of that thing, let's try to pull back from that with the runaway command. I wish that was a different name. Or is called something different. I don't like runaway.
Aye, aye, sir.
It's probably just be faster to get through it. You know? Yeah, see, it's out of range already. We're looking pretty beat up here. Another couple missiles, I think we're done for. All our systems are intact, though. We're just taking hull damage. This outer platform might come in range. Doesn't have any flak batteries, so we might be able to
Affirmative.
hit the missiles, or the missile launcher with our own fighters. Now, as we saw against the Ronin transport fighters are effective against systems. So we might be able to get this down pretty quickly.
Warning. Incoming missile.
I think that's it right there.
We are under attack. Warning. Incoming missile. Emergency. Hull integrity is critical. Warning. Incoming missile.
That's bad. Are we going to be able to make it? We were still damaged from the last mission as well. Alright, so that's that missile down. Let's switch over to the mass driver. Since it is in range here. We don't have much hull left.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Can we board it? Maybe we should have sent the commando ferry
Ship is being evacuated.
instead of... Okay, yeah, we're over.
Team have left the deck.
Turning.
It's done. Took too much damage. I think we got... Yeah, we were just too close. Completely unnecessarily. Secondary objective, destroy all platforms. I guess we could have done that after we deactivated them. Just go around, mop up. Okay, we're gonna have to restart that, and let's try to play that a bit more intelligently here. You know, we can get those fighters, we can get our fighters out to help intercept missiles right away, and we can probably just dispatch the commando boat, the tug, and the corvette without having to close into range.
We have arrived at the designated region, sir. We are unable to detect the base. Our long-range sensors are scrambled.
The asteroids are jamming them. Calibrating trace pattern now. Trace pattern ready. I am uploading the coordinates.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Alright, let's get this going. It'd be nice if there's a fast forward button, but I don't think there is. Right, so yeah, let's try to maintain like a standoff position for now. And let our commando tug go in. As long as it doesn't get close to the inner platforms, it should be safe.
I have detected energy traces, most likely from a battle, source unknown. I am picking up molecule-sized remnants of some kind of casing.
We have located a broken piece of drive mask. It belongs to a Corvette-sized ship. We cannot detect any other wreckage.
So I can see why people would call this a difficult game if we lost on the third mission here. Let's continue on. Reach nav 1, let's go nav 2. Of course, I'm also playing on a higher difficulty, so I might have to reconsider that.
The broadcast a short time afterwards. Our sensors are going crazy, sir.
Captain, we don't have much time. Let's follow the navigation points.
And just like Homeworld, there's a little bit of, it's not quite as defined, but you can hear some radio chatter from our orbiting fighters. That's nice.
Intact, but it's not responding to our hails.
Captain, please, we need to hurry. More ships may be lurking nearby. If someone else gets there first, the loss to our scientists will be incalculable.
Aye, aye, sir.
We could enable our ECM. That might make the, well, I don't think it would affect missiles, but maybe when we get close, it might affect the railguns that we were taking hits from.
Message. You have entered the private property of the Kisaki Syndicate. Leave immediately, or we will open fire.
We have detected a platform, sir. Understood.
In position.
Alright, let's hold position here. In fact, we want to get one of our fighters to take out that missile launcher.
Understood.
So it's the only one in range here, so...
Sir, we have identified a weak emergency signal. Its source is the Syndicate's asteroid tug, the Ashigaru. Understood.
We've no time to pick through wrecks. The base is more important now.
But sir, the log registered that we received an emergency signal. According to the Earth Sector Treaty, we are obliged to help. May I recommend...
Forget it, Lieutenant. More lives are at risk aboard the station.
Incoming
The
missile.
broadcast signal of the tug is very weak, sir. I doubt that anyone else will have picked it up. I suggest that we we approach the tug and send a rescue team over. Awaiting your orders, sir. Our relief team have left the deck.
Alright, we managed to intercept that missile coming in. So I think our fighters did some good work there. And we should have this missile system down here in another couple passes. Let's get this fully destroyed so it doesn't get repaired.
Commando to Captain. We're moving in.
Target.
This barge is taking a beating. No survivors yet. Continuing our search.
Yes, sir.
Almost down. There we go.
Warning.
And we might as well take out the
Enemy
mass driver
platform
as well.
identified.
It
Commando
says
to
that.
Captain. We've found a survivor. I repeat, we have found a single survivor. He's trapped beneath debris. Proceeding to free him.
Yes, sir.
Unknown object detected.
Understood.
Our commandos are returning.
Alright.
Target device disabled.
More platforms, sir.
Platform found.
Alright, let's pull back from
Unknown
that
object detected.
and just wait until we get the survivor back on board.
Unknown object detected.
Let's try not to take as much damage this time. We don't need to engage, directly. As long as we take out the weapons, we can,
Warning. Incoming missile.
sweep up.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Our fighters take care of that.
The commandos have returned, sir. The survivor is asking to talk to you. Understood.
Captain, I am Yori Karumoto, flight engineer of the Achigaru asteroid tug. The station's defense system started shooting at us. I fear it is malfunctioning. Please be very careful.
Tell me more about this defense system.
The station is protected by concealed weapon platforms. All I know about the inner ring is that it's designed to prevent incursions by enemy fighters. The platforms of the outer ring are mounted with missiles and military-grade mass-drive guns. I can provide you with their coordinates. The platforms are automated, sir. When they are activated, they fire at everything that moves. They can be disabled with a specially ciphered transmitter, but only Syndicate battleships and the station itself are equipped with such devices.
Sir, our analysis has found a weak point on the defensive ring. If we approach from the direction of that asteroid ring next to the station, we can use the asteroids as cover. Only one platform protects the area. Navigation-wise, it'll be tough, but not impossible.
Let's hold off on that for now until these missiles are disabled. Do we remember where that wreck was? Was it close to the weak point? Return.
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't want to fly them through these inner platforms because I think they do have flat guns. Yeah. So let's get these guys back and then we'll route them to take out the missile launcher on this platform here. In the meantime, we can cruise a bit closer, I think. I think it's going to be safe. We haven't taken a missile hit yet. I think these fighters are really doing a good job, protecting us. So are these guys back yet? Yes, let's get them going on that target. Get that missile launcher disabled. This platform is rendered inert, essentially. And this one only has his mass driver left, but it should be out of range.
Warning. Our squadrons are under
Sir,
attack.
we have identified a severely damaged Kisaki battleship. According to our recon data, it's the corvette Bushi. It seems that she was also attacked by the platforms.
Okay, so our fighters took some flak damage going in, but as long as they stay away from that, they should be okay. And we do have a good path towards the Bushi here.
Target device disabled.
We're just going to let them destroy that, and then we're going to pull them back. They took a little bit of damage, but they should be able to survive the journey back, provided they don't have to fly through multiple platforms.
Warning. Our squadrons are under attack.
Now, we might end up losing one here. Come on, get that destroyed.
Understood. Affirmative.
Unknown object
Almost.
detected.
No, get back. We're about to lose a fighter. It's destroyed.
We have lost a fighter.
So hopefully we don't lose the whole squadron.
Warning. Incoming missile.
We do have still one squadron up guarding us.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Yeah, they're taking fire from multiple turrets.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Alright, the fighters took care of that one. This other fighter that's damaged should get repaired once it docks. I don't think we're going to get replenished though, so we're going to have to be careful with these guys when we send them out next time.
Understood.
Alright. Looks like this guy is pretty banged up. It's not a class I'm familiar with. It's not a lightning. Well, I mean, not that we have to worry about it. It's pretty thoroughly destroyed. Oh, commandos. Yes, that's what we need to do. Get some commandos on there. We don't need to actually, you know, get close.
Our relief team have left the deck.
In fact, I'm going to want this squadron on anti-missile duty, and the other one can go out and take on missiles if needed, or take out missiles on platforms.
Commando to Captain. We're moving in.
Target.
Understood.
In position.
Let's just hold here for now. Nothing's shooting at us, so we can wait around. There's a lot of platforms to destroy if you want that secondary objective.
The ship's a ruin. The hull's decompressed. The entire crew's dead. We've secured the bridge and located the console that controls the platforms. Johnny's working on it as we speak.
Captain, someone's been tampering with these platforms. The control program structure is way zoo. I've never seen anything like it before. Be cool. I can handle it.
What kind of slang is that? Way zoo. Also, clickety-clackety keyboard commands or presses, just so you know he's a real hacker man.
Sir, I think whoever messed with the system is still working it from the other side. I've nixed the platforms, but he's tracing back the codes already. This guy is hot, sir. He'll have them recalibrated within 3 minutes. That's the biggest window I can give you.
Affirmative.
Commandos dispatched.
3 minutes?
Sir, the Bushi has activated its weapons. It's targeting us now.
Impossible. We searched it prow to stern. There were no survivors.
I should have seen this coming. When I saw it had weapons still online. Let's get that uranium that railgun destroyed, hopefully.
Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
We are taking a little bit of a pounding here. Hopefully our fighters will be able to take care of that before we take too much damage. We are also wasting time. Well, like a 3-minute window to get through these platforms. I don't think we're going to make it. We might just have to go in.
Target device disabled.
Commando to Captain. We've landed at the station. We're moving in.
I guess no, we don't need to get in. Only the commandos do.
The automatics do not respond. We're opening the airlock manually. We're in. Air pressure normal. Air composition normal. Temperature within acceptable boundaries. The security system opened fire at us. We've disabled it without loss. We're moving into a domed hall. Corpses everywhere. An initial examination indicates death by decompression. But the life support systems are operative again. Not a pretty sight. Operation Pattern K4. We're continuing our mission. We're moving through another security zone. We've encountered a defensive system with STL-614 lasers.
2 team members have sustained minor wounds. Nothing a little medical attention won't fix thanks to their tactical armor. Someone doesn't want us poking our noses around here. There's more corpses. Most have severe burns. We're under the surface of the asteroid. Someone keeps changing the composition of the density of the air, trying to slow us down. They're using every trick in the book and then some. The specialists have started collecting data and samples. We've found a level 8 security door. We're moving in. We're past the security door. We've entered an underground dock. There's something here, sir. Something very strange.
Stiletto to Commando. Be more precise. What have you found?
It's a huge spaceship, sir. According to the ID signature, it's an old cargo carrier. But it's not like any cargo carrier I've ever seen, sir. I don't think humans could have built this.
Here are your new orders, Commando. Take every specialist you have and enter that alien ship. I want continuous reports on your progress.
Sir, yes, sir.
Is that a good idea?
The ship, sir. We've met no resistance. Some of the equipment looks like it was made by humans. Sir, the platforms have reactivated. No one can break the code so fast. Sir,
I don't think we're dealing with a person here.
Most of the consoles look unfamiliar, but a specialist report, we should be able to pilot the ship out of here.
Stiletto to Commando. Leave with the ship if at all possible. We'll await your exit.
Understood. Commando to Captain. The alien ship is ready to launch.
Oh, we have a choice here.
Incoming missile.
Get out and defend us if you can.
Incoming
I think we're
missile.
gonna. Oh, we got it. Should we? That's gonna be a lot of platforms. We haven't dealt with them, and we do have the secondary objective to take them out. But I think we've already failed this mission once. Do we want to spend more time on it, or do we want to just risk? These things only have. Oh, these have. They do have railguns. That's going to be a problem. Can I fire a missile at these? I know they have flat guns. That's never going to go through. Just take off. Whatever ship this is might be able to withstand a couple of railgun shots, you think?
Commando to Captain. We're taking off, sir.
Attention both ships. Mission complete. Rendezvous at the designated meeting point.
Warning. We are under attack.
Aye, aye, sir.
Get out of there. Angel Wing? Okay. Let's take a look at her. Well, when the screen's not shaking horribly. Very sleek looking ship. It has no weapons of any kind. It does have a good hull on it though, so... Oh, there's the bushy gone.
Affirmative.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Understood.
Did all the missiles get...
Warning.
No, okay, I was looking at the
missile.
wrong... Get over to the
Warning.
Ashigaru
Incoming
there.
missile. Warning. Engine disabled.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Warning. Incoming missile.
That's our fusion engine gone. We can't
Incoming
move very far with that.
Warning. All engines disabled.
Okay, we're gonna have to...
Warning.
I was not expecting
Incoming
that to
missile.
happen. And we can't send our fighters over there because it's
Warning.
through the inner
Incoming
turrets,
missile.
which have lots of flak defense. Those platforms going up. Okay, how's the repairs going? Slowly. Very slowly, but they are happening. I'm obscuring them, but
Warning.
we have the
Incoming
fusion drives and the
missile.
secondary fusion drive on the bottom right here.
Warning.
Slowly repairing.
Incoming missile. Warning. Incoming missile.
Okay, that still has missiles available, so let's take that out. Yeah, they are losing inner platforms here. I think Is that splash damage? So we lost the engines again. We might just have to take out all these outer platforms here before we can actually get some progress made. Or at least the missiles.
Aye, aye, sir. Understood.
Got another outer platform. Okay, so there's one more outer platform. Two more outer platforms that actually have missiles on them. And these platforms don't have that much structural integrity to them, so we should actually be able to clean them up pretty quickly.
Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Yes, sir. Understood. Affirmative.
It's a very loud explosion sound. Come on, get over. I thought I told you to close into attack range there. Yes, so it looks like these inner platforms did actually take quite a beating from those outer platforms firing missiles at the Angel Wing as it left. Okay, we have our secondary fusion generators and our primary engines online. We are getting out of there.
Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
So head to that meeting point, and Stiletto will be around. We actually might be able to take out all the turrets on our way through here. That one's almost gone.
Aye, aye, sir.
Warning. Our squadrons are under attack.
Alright, get back in. We're in range of the inner platforms now.
Affirmative.
It's actually quite a lot of missiles. Our outer platform still up and operational. Can we fire a missile at them, you think?
Yes, sir.
We do have one available. Or is that too close? Well, we're not pulling back, so we might not be in range, actually. Okay, there's the missile off. We have no more missiles left. So it's just going to be traditional railgun. Okay, it did take it out. This outer platform is kind of damaged already. I'm not sure if we did that or if it came that way. And this one's almost gone. Let's move on. Zooming out so the explosion doesn't deafen people. So, okay, the Angel Wing is at the meeting point. We just have to get through there now. We are taking a little bit of fire as we do this. Are we far enough away from the inner platforms we can get our fighters to take out the railguns? Or is that's probably going to be unnecessary. We can get around them
Aye, aye,
from
sir.
this point on, I think.
Understood. Yes, sir.
Alright, just hold
In
position
position.
here. Let's take a good look at you. Very sleek. Very shiny. The real question is, where did it come from and who was the original crew? Because I don't think the Kisaki Syndicate built that. You know, given that this is the kind of design that we're capable of with our technology level. I do really like it though. It's nice blocky look. It also fits the, you know, the graphics of the time when this was made. You know, it's easier to make something look nice if it's just all blocky like it is back in 2004. You know, but effects-wise, like, the trail doesn't look all that bad. You know, the drive plumes. Now, this is actually reminding me a lot about Freelancer. That's a game I want to play here.
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't know if it's going to be soon, but definitely want to give that a shot again. That's another, you know, real favorite of mine from way back in the day. I never did any of the multiplayer stuff. Freelancer had a pretty healthy multiplayer scene, especially like heavily modded, but well, we did get a lot of outer platforms, but I didn't want to spend the time going through all of them. No medals. I wonder if we accomplish everything, we'd actually get medals and whatnot. Okay, so the rescue mission ended with a success that surpassed all expectations. Not only did we gather information, we also got the ship. And they were operating an illegal AI that went mad and killed the staff. I guess that's why they were banned. Alright, what do we got now?
Captain Cromwell, we have detected Kisaki military ships on the system's border. As yet, we have been unable to identify them. But based on weight and energy patterns, it is likely to be the fleet detected near Mars 3 months ago.
Oh, they were already on the way if it's only 3 months.
Based on our analysis of their trajectory, their target is the Sunflower. The fleet will reach the asteroid field in 2 days. I've had no choice but to declare red alert. Civilian ships have been evacuated, and the minefield has been activated to stop intruders. I'm putting our guard fleet, the light corvettes Madeline and Lightning, under your command. Time is of the essence, Captain.
Okay. So what do we have here? We've got the Angeling, the Lightning, Madeline, and the Stiletto. We have 10 resources. Can we do something with that? I'm just, oh, we do have hull repair. Okay, so that costed 1 resource. So we do have a limited budget to buy stuff now. Is there anything that we want to upgrade? Let's see, we do have... We've got 2 anti-component weapons, 1 anti-hull weapon. Just thinking... So we have support slots here, we have an energy cell. Spare energy cell, should we get that for extra power? Or do we want to upgrade our weapons? We probably want to upgrade at least our railgun if we can. Is the linear better than the uranium? Uranium is better, so we got the better version already equipped. We could swap out our missile for another Gatling gun. I see no option to resupply ammunition, so we might be fully kitted out. And our fighters are fully repaired. Alright, so what do we have for, like, support slots? ECM sensors, which we already have. Secondary engines, I don't think we'll be able to fit there. So, let's get that second energy cell, and then... that's a heavy weapon. So we can't switch out our lasers with any any Gatling guns, any rail guns. I think we're just gonna hold on to these resources. Now, what about these guys? Any support slots? We have ECM already. Should I just give everyone extra energy cells? And the Angel Wing cannot fit anything. We have no resources. Well, I mean, it can fit. There's lots of slots. We just don't have the resources to spend on it. So I think that's the best we're going to get. We got our hull repaired. I wonder if we ended up saving the Hawking, we would have control of it in this battle. Might have to look into that, like, later. But let's get this show on the road. Let's get into here. We've got the minefield and the platforms in defense, so that should help us out.
Arming minefield now. Angel Wing, return to the base.
Sir, an enemy hacker has hijacked the minefield. He's armed all of the mines and made them hostile to us. We're locked in.
Captain
Great.
Cromwell, stop those Kisaki ships. I'll support you with the station's weapon platforms.
And they're probably targeting the engines.
Currently is on the base as my guest. I'd like to have Francis take command of the Madeline. I need someone who can keep that cool when the missiles start flying.
If you insist.
Okay. Hopefully we're going to be able to take control of that minefield back. It would be very nice to have them. I'm guessing that's the Madeline. Alright.
Bad news, sir. The hacker has jammed the platforms. Maybe if I... Alright, the auxiliary terminal is still operative. We still have time for one shot before he takes control of that too.
So do it! Target the Ming!
Aye, aye, sir.
Affirmative. Understood. Affirmative.
Alright. Let's focus fire on that. And the Angel Wing. And just run to the station.
Warning. We are under attack.
Oh, geez, sorry. That's very loud.
Missiles away.
That's 4 missiles. You got 1. They got 2. 2 made it in.
Collapsed like one of Mama's current cakes. We've got squat, except the automatic anti-aircraft guns and the fighters.
Captain Cromwell, our fate is in your hands.
Thanks. Got him.
Sir, the Ming left the formation and is heading towards the Sunflower.
Let's get its engines disabled. I was seeing if control groups work, but no, we're gonna have to do this manually, I think. Our flat cannon is taking some damage here. They're taking out the weapons platforms pretty quickly here. So, we're not getting any damage on that. So we might just want to focus on the hull. We are knocking it down pretty good. I don't want to send out my fighters because they are equipped with flat guns. Saw them take out those missiles. Looks like they're in range of the base defenses now. So that should be
Incoming enemy fighters.
dealt with pretty quickly. And we got plenty of flat guns to take care of their fighters. Should be close to
Target ship is
evacuation.
being evacuated.
Alright, let's switch targets. Let's go after the Tenbatsu.
Affirmative. Aye, aye, sir.
One of its weapons is already disabled. Can we get its weapon generator taken out, actually?
Enemy commandos destroyed.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get the stiletto on that with its dual lasers.
Sir, the Tenbatsu is sending a commando unit to the Angel Wing.
Enemy commandos
Sir, there are
destroyed.
only science officers aboard the Angel Wing. They do not have enough weaponry to defend themselves and the ship. Yes, sir.
That's fine, we took care of it. They were well within our flak range.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I'm going to tell the Angel Wing to run away from this fight here. Alright, so Madeline, Lightning continue hitting the hull, and the Leto focus on that weapon generator. If you can get that down, it's not an issue. Or the Tenbatsu will be out of the fight effectively.
Aye, aye, sir.
Actually targeting the right thing there. It looked like we were firing at the Yamamoto. Okay, no, that is the Yamamoto.
Weapon disabled.
Yes, sir.
What did we lose? We lost our flak gun, that's fine. Can we get extra energy to the weapon system?
Affirmative.
Their weapon generator might be almost disabled. We can turn off sensors at least, that'll save us some energy.
Affirmative.
Although, looking at it, by the time we get this weapon generator disabled, we might as well, or we could have the ship evacuating. It's almost there.
Hey, Angel Wing, what the hell are you doing? If you plow into that minefield, you'll turn that pretty new ship into a heap of scrap.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot the mines weren't under our command anymore. So let's head back to the Sunflower.
Aye, aye, sir.
In fact, our own ships are kind of slowly filtering away. Is the Tenbatsu evacuated yet? Can't quite tell. It's not firing back, so it might be.
Aye, aye, sir.
Let's focus on the Yamamoto here.
Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
Get that mass driver disabled. Its flak gun is down, so we can send our fighters out.
Affirmative.
Focus on those subsystems. Those mass drivers. Take them out. This ship shouldn't be a threat anymore. Okay, I was trying to find the stiletto in that mess. Alright, so our fighters are out, they're doing work.
Understood. Affirmative. Understood.
Yeah, it looks like the Tenbatsu is disabled. It's not shooting.
Target device disabled.
Alright, that's one mass driver down. Let's get the other. It's got quite the haul on it from the looks of things. Can we actually disable its engines in any, appreciable amount of time? Or is it going to be, Doesn't look like they're taking much damage.
Understood.
As we all focus on destroying components.
Affirmative.
There we go. Yeah, they're taking some good hits now. We actually got the lasers going.
Target device disabled.
It's the secondary chemical engines. The primary engines are still up.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Understood.
Let's see. That mass driver's still down. They're slowly repairing it, but probably not in time. Engines are destroyed, now we can focus on the primary ones.
Enemy ship disabled.
Madeline
Target device disabled.
is taking some hits. So let's get that mass driver dealt with. Try to save the Madeline. Our buddy captain, what's his name? Francis DeLorean, he's on board here, so let's not try to
Target
make him lose
device
another
disabled.
ship. Alright, so that's all their weapons gone, other than a laser, but we can now slowly just pick this apart, system by system. Actually, that mass driver is almost repaired, so let's get that dealt with while we can. In the Angel Wing, just hold position here,
In position.
next to the Sunflower. In fact, can I board this? Let's see what happens if I board the Yamamoto. I've never actually tried to board a ship in combat like this.
Commandos dispatched.
Actually, let's focus on the other laser.
Understood.
Our commandos have reached the target.
Now, I'm going to guess the commandos,
device
yeah, they just do
disabled.
a single massive burst of damage against the targeted component. And so this ship is not going anywhere fast, and it does not have any weapons left on it. Although in the time it took me to do this, I probably could have destroyed the hull. Actually, it looks like taking out the weapons was enough. So we can salvage this, if we wanted to. So it didn't count as a loss, but we did... Is there anything in this metal brief about... No, capturing a ship? No, disable. Destroy or disable. That's fine. Alright, let's move on. Let's keep this train going. Alright, what do we got here? No reinforcements coming, running on code yellow.
Downloaded from the Shukenja base. The only research that went on there involved small-time basic projects. The main research base was established near Pluto, using spare components from the Shukenja Alpha Station. Our analysts speculate that alien technologies were researched on Shukenja Beta, hence the ship we captured. The orbits of Jupiter and Pluto are close to opposite at present. The distance between them is almost 6,000 million kilometers. I'm sure you're aware with our current drive technology, the journey would take almost 4 years. However, if we use the alien ship, it would take only a few weeks. As soon as we have finished studying the engines and the basics of controlling her, we intend to send an expedition to the Shukenja Beta.
Hopefully you include some weapons onto that, because don't want to go in unarmed.
Captain, I am relieving you from your command of the Stiletto, and assigning you to command the Angel Wing on the Pluto expedition. Your task is the same as it was at the Shukenja Alpha. Enter the base and collect information. The crew of the Stiletto will be transferred to the new ship, along with some of our best specialists in the field. Professor Veltman will head your science team. He has been the lead scientist at the Motyan Institute for 5 years now. He is an expert in quantum physics, has a PhD in transplanetary philosophy, and is Earth's leading authority on parahuman logic, non-linear reasoning, and AI psychology.
Oh, that's quite the resume. Okay, we got resources now. We got 14 resources to fit this ship out. So, looks like we have 2 heavy weapon slots, 3 normal, or 2 normal, and I guess a special weapon slot. Which, actually we got more down here. So let's get some... Well, first of all, let's get some lasers. And then some Gatling guns. I think the uraniums are the better ones. It does cost 2 resources. And we also want some batteries and whatnot. Do we have a sensor array installed yet? No, so let's get that going. And where is it? Where's the other one? Sensor array. And that's 2 resources left, probably for a battery. Do you have anything else that only costs a single one that we have spares of? No. So this will have to do, I think. ECM sensors, energy cell, 2 railguns, 2 lasers. We got the engines hard locked in there. We have a weapon energy generator, okay. Alright, let's get going. And they really love doing that shot for maximum volume. And there appears to be a little blue space worm wriggling about.
Kisaki is within visual range, sir. We are also detecting an unidentified object close to it, and something else too.
A wormhole. Sir, this is unbelievable. No wormhole has been detected in our solar system since the Noah catastrophe. Please, sir, we have a duty to inspect it immediately. The regular sensors are unable to get a lock on it.
Sir, I think there's something else you should see. It's an unidentified artificial object. No energy emissions, no signs of life. Perhaps the scanner will shed some light on it. The station
Well, that
seems
looks a bit
abandoned.
ominous.
What shall we inspect first, sir? The station, the wormhole, or the alien object?
Well, let's do the wormhole. I think we're closer.
Affirmative.
Let's get the scanner on that.
Affirmative.
So, scanner, detailed information. That's fine. Okay. I thought we already had a tutorial for that, but I guess we have an actual data scanner now equipped. There we go, we got a bar filling up. And there's actually
In position.
like a shift in the tone when we get closer or farther away. They didn't need to put that in there, but that's a nice little touch.
This is extraordinary. This is the very same wormhole that collapsed 60 years ago at Mars, when we lost the Noah. I suppose it is where the aliens came from as well.
My father perished, along with thousands of settlers. It was the biggest disaster of the space age.
This time, the fissure in space is wider. If only we could have a look at the other side.
Forget it. That is not our objective. Maybe next time.
So we can enter the wormhole only if we have enough scan data available. Interesting. I wonder if we can just do that, like, right away, if you wanted to. It might end the mission in failure, because we haven't, done our objectives.
The platforms are inoperative, sir. We should proceed with caution. Affirmative.
Actually, let's get the commandos on the base. I don't think we need to scan it. Or
Target hides
we do, we just weren't close
information.
enough.
Commandos dispatched.
There are no signs of life. The life support systems are inoperative. The energy supplies are active.
The commandos might be able to tell us something at least.
Sir, we're moving in.
The target.
Army! My suit decompresses! Repeat my suit!
What are you doing? Cease fire!
He went off by himself. Hide him, Sasha! Hey, look out!
I don't think things are going
We have
well.
found what we were searching for. There is a structure beneath the surface of the asteroid. It is 10 million cubic meters. It is made from materials
similar to our ship. This must be what the Kisaki discovered. It's why they established the station here.
We have to find out what is down there, and what became of the crew.
Fall back immediately. Commanders, do you read me?
I think I kind of jumped the gun on the commandos. I hope that didn't,
Our commandos are dead.
you know, mess with the triggers. Oh, what's happening now?
The unidentified object. It's moving.
Some sort of alien energy being?
The unidentified object has opened fire at us. Structural integrity is at 80%, and the IP drive has been rendered inoperative. We can't survive many more shots like that.
Oh, someone's trying to hack us with dial-up. Ancient technology we have no defense against.
Sir, the computer is activating unknown devices. Someone has broken into the system. Our ship is locked in an energy field. Sensor efficiency is decreasing.
The object's energy level is increasing. I think it's going to fire.
This doesn't bode well for us. Our ship's not responding.
I am Tenshi, lead scientist of the station, 4th generation artificial intelligence. I activated the protective shield of the ship. Listen to me. Do not shoot back.
Why should I trust a program? The other station's AI went out of control.
I am not a program. I will explain later. For now, you will just have to trust me. Your only chance is the wormhole. It cannot follow you there. I can only keep it away from the ship's system for a limited amount of time. It has killed everyone aboard the station and will kill everyone here as well.
Are our computers under attack?
We have a multitude of anomalous readings, sir.
Oh god, the shields.
I am not sure how to categorize them. What should we do? I'm awaiting orders.
Warning. Shield down.
Well, we got that in time. Can we get extra power to that?
Aye, aye, sir.
I think our only option here is just to run.
Yes, sir.
We are taking a lot of damage every time that thing hits us. Although, did I just see us repair a little bit? Can we actually repair Hall?
Warning. Shield down.
Secondary fusion drives are almost destroyed as well. That's not good. And we're taking significant hits. The weapon platforms are active.
Warning. Shield down.
I had no idea it was going to be that loud.
There are some things no amount of academy training can prepare you for. Flying into an unexplored wormhole on the advice of an alien AI is definitely one of them. My instincts said we could trust Angel, and besides, what choice did we have? Angel claimed that she was the leading scientist at the Shukenja base. It was attacked and destroyed by a superior AI somehow connected with the strange machine we fled from. Puzzled by the few scraps of information we had, I wondered what we might encounter on the other side. What we found was beyond my wildest imagination. Marcus Cromwell, Captain's Log, 0109-2112. Our arrival in this new world proved peaceful, until the alarms went off. Alien ships appeared in front of us, backed up by an apparently well-armed space station. Fearing we'd fallen into a trap, crewmen armed their consoles and prepared to open fire.
Yeah, I think we're in hot water here.
Imagine our confusion when we noticed a sign on the side of the closest ship that read Marco Polo.
It's interesting. Mysterious. English.
Project Noah, remembered on Earth as one of the worst catastrophes to befall humankind, was in fact a success. The wormhole that the settlers used when they departed did indeed collapse, but the ship, Noah's Ark, survived. My father and his crew reached their destination and established a colony. Though they lost all contact with Earth, they have found new allies. An immensely advanced, somewhat unusual race known as the Vardrags. Though I call them allies, in truth the relationship is less balanced. Despite their technological prowess, the Vardrags seem to lack the stomach for war, while their enemies, on the other hand, positively relish it. The inherent aggression of our race segued conveniently with their plans. In exchange for technological assistance, the settlers of the Noah became mercenaries in the Vardrags' war against a third race, the Gorgs. Humankind hoped that the settlers would discover utopia, but all they've found are new wars, new enemies, and new ways of killing.
Some real B-movie plot. What an absolute mess this battle
The
looks.
relationship between the Vardrags and the Gorgs was never a close one, but war only erupted after the recent cataclysm. For reasons unknown, the wormhole system that linked their solar systems started to realign, throwing vast interplanetary empires into chaos. The tunnels could no longer be used to connect the different regions, leaving remote provinces isolated. The Gorgs held the Vardrags responsible, believing them to be the only ones capable of causing a disaster of such massive proportions. However, the human settlers explained to me that according to the Vardrags, the realignment of the wormholes is the work of the mechanoids, some kind of rogue AIs.
That looks very familiar.
The mechanoids possess terrifyingly advanced skills and abilities. Just talking about them makes the Vardrags nervous. By the sound of it, with good reason. They think that the collapse of some well-known stars are also caused by the mechanoids. All the evidence we have seen so far suggests that the object that attacked the Kisaki Beta station was of mechanoid origin. Footage from the Vardrag's abortive attempt to make contact a few years ago seems to confirm our suspicions. This has prompted the settlers to ban the Angel Wing from returning through the wormhole until the area we left behind has been explored. Until the probes return with their data, the settlers have invited us to enjoy the hospitality of the central colony, Noah.
Well, how about that? We actually managed to spread humanity out among the stars after all.
Captain Cromwell, Central Command would like to get to know you better. I'm sure you're aware that your arrival was a huge surprise for us all. As the son of the great Richard Cromwell, not to mention an ex-school friend of our current commander, you can expect a warm welcome.
Well, that's nice. Someone actually appreciates our arrival.
One of our convoys is due to depart soon for Noah, our central planet. Why not come along? The convoy will be led by Commander Ironsight in the destroyer Chrome. Naturally, you and your ship have no obligations or objectives in connection with the squadron, so feel free to enjoy the ride.
Emergency situation during interplanetary travel. What do we got? Well, actually, first, let me just check the time. It should be safe. Just in case. Well, actually, I think this is a good place to call it for today. A new chapter, or rather the end of the old Earth Solar System chapter, beginning of a new one. So, yeah, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. I know Nexus is a bit of it's a bit of a slow game, admittedly. It'll take some getting used to, especially for me, especially starting out like I am. I have very underdeveloped Zatsudan ability. Don't got the skills yet, so but still, I think I do like the tactical aspect of Nexus. I hope that's I hope it's interesting. It might be more interesting playing it than watching it, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll stick with it, and hopefully you'll stick with me too. So, anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.